This is like always around here. So there's a lot going on in the world lately, if you haven't noticed. I'm pretty sure you have. So I won't bother you with any, a recap or details about that. I'm pretty sure you're up to speed, except maybe a few of you. And this video ain't going to help you anyway. So, but you can't help but notice that things are different around the whole world, Governments are ordering you to shelter in place. Schools are closed. People are being fined and arrested for visiting parks. Spitting is now considered a serious offense, as it always should have been. Movie and TV productions are shut down. It's a serious business when, a good old stable workhorse mainstay like Coronation Street closes its doors. It takes something like this for that to happen. Even they're doing it. I call them Coronavirus Street now.
It was announced yesterday that ITV had taken the decision as of today to suspend the filming of both Coronation Street and Emmerdale due to the coronavirus pandemic.
Yeah, in a statement, ITV said the health and well-being of the production teams, actors, crew and their families is of paramount importance to us, and we feel that now is the time to stop filming.
Well, Coronation Street's longest-serving cast member is making sure we still keep our spirits up. Bill Roache, who you probably know best as Ken Barlow, is self-isolating at his home in Cheshire, and he joins us now.
Sorry, Deborah Messing posting her stockpile of necessities while Jamie Foxx reposted this video of a New York rideshare driver doing his part to stay healthy on the job.
This is what our world looks like right now.
Etiquette expert Elaine Swan gave us some tips on Access Daily about how to politely greet someone while avoiding handshakes and maintaining a healthy distance.
As you can see, things are a little different here today, given the developing situation in New York with the coronavirus. The decision was made to suspend audiences from our show.
That shouldn't stop everyone from watching at home.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, you can't go anywhere else.
Even the governor of Florida, ignorant, Trumpy little lap puppet that he is, even he got in on the fun, eventually.
Given the unique situation in Florida, I'm going to be doing an executive order today directing all Floridians to limit movements and personal interactions outside the home to only those necessary to obtain or provide essential services or conduct essential activities.
So we're going to put out an executive order today. New York State on pause. Policies that assure uniform safety for everyone. 100% of the workforce must stay home.
There's a mutuality and there's a recognition of our interdependence that requires of this moment that we direct a statewide order for people to stay at home.
All our residents will be subject to a stay-at-home order.
Enough is enough. Go home and stay home.
And stay home as much as possible. Now.
So with all this swimming around in the air, it's hard to, keep the fear from swimming around in your mind. But, this I know, and I'm sure most of you do as well. But you know what? There's also that ignorant few. There's always that few. They really stand out now, don't you think? The ones that just can't seem to follow instructions. My favorite meme that I've seen around lately around these parts has been, you can't fix stupid. And apparently you can't quarantine it either. But you know what? This is no laughing matter. This is serious stuff. Get your dumb asses home!
Give me that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Give it to me. that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Give it to me, give it to me. Give it to me, give it to me. Give me that funk, that sweet, funky stuff.
It's mind-boggling how fast this thing has taken over all of our lives, and no one knows where it will go and when this will end. But that's not why I brought you here. That's not what I wanted to be talking about. You can learn about all of that somewhere else if you want. Right now, I've got other things to get to. So let's start this over.
that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me the funk, that sweet, funky stuff.
Here we go.
Whoa, hey. Yeah. This is my 100th episode. 100. I've done a lot of videos in the past 3.5 years, haven't I? Oh, my videos lately have become a bit more convoluted, elaborate, long. You know, I've done way more than 100 if you count all the little extras that I've done, which I didn't. But there's 100 official episodes of Get Bent now. 100. 52 in the first season, 32 in the second season, and 16. This will be my 16th for my third season. Get Bent 3.0. More on that later. I'm going to do this real quick because, you know, it's funny that the whole point of this thing, the 100th episode festivities, it's the least interesting part of what I'm getting to today. So I'm going to go through real quick. I wanted to give a shout out to all the people that have stayed with me that I've picked up along the way as well. There's a few of you. Some of you have dropped off. I don't know where you went. I don't know. Some died. True story. But, you know, some of you really stand out to me because, well, you're always around. And I really appreciate it. So, Pat, Nathan, Kathy, Audra, Dekise, Julie, and sometimes even Julie. And Brenda. You're my top fans. Thanks for being there almost each and every time. I'd miss you if you weren't. That's true. If anyone else whose name wasn't mentioned in there, you know, we're all right. You know, Mary and Sherry and Kate even, you know, you're there sometimes. You know, not as often as I want lately, but you're still there. I still love you too. Now, we'll get to these lists. We interrupt this program, or I do, to put an end to these lists. I can already tell it's getting too complicated and too long, so I'm putting a stop to it. You're welcome. I got better things to get to, so here's a montage of the videos I didn't get to. It'll make it more of a little bit of a treasure hunt for you to go find them sometime. Here you go.
Laura had a very unique and rather eccentric personality. There's no real easy way to say this, so I'll just spit it out. On December 9th, 1994, 22 years ago, ironically also a Friday, I tried to kill myself.
Slow down, Poppy.
Those really are the best. Happy hunting. Now about that dumpster fire that is season 3.
What happened? What did you do? What the hell happened, Benjamin? What the hell happened, Benjamin?
This has been the season from hell. It kind of corresponds with my year of hell. See, the reason I wanted to make sure that I put this video out today on April 5th is because right when I was making my 3rd episode of my 3rd season, right when I was about to do that, I lost my job instead. 1 year ago today.
Oh, Benji. I am so sorry.
So needless to say, that kind of put a wrench in my plans for Get Bent 3.0 and my life. So Get Bent kind of become a one long ongoing diary entry, my transmissions from the edge of madness. It was one long, challenging year, the worst of my life.
Please, nobody say anything.
There she is. You might not realize this yet, but nobody learns from their successes. You only learn from failure. So when you pull yourself out of this dark pit of despair, you're going to be so much smarter. I mean, because some people don't make it.
So I took a year off. I made videos instead. And even those started to take a back seat the worse I got. I won't give you all the details. You probably heard them already.
I just got off the phone with the bank, and apparently I've gone past overdrafting to something they're going to call backdraft, which means I'm on fire. I need money fast or I'm going to lose my car. Well, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was barely getting by when I had a job. I haven't worked in months. I've maxed out all my credit cards. I'm going to have to get another job.
Poor Benji. I can see the wheels turning in your head.
So yeah, those wheels have been turning. I know where I've gone wrong. I know what I could have done better. Actually, since Christmas, I've been making decisions to turn it all around. And I've made a very important decision. So, just like that, just like we're trying to contain this outbreak of COVID-19. On my 100th episode, I'm going to make damn sure that I contain this miserable season, this miserable life, this miserable everything that has been my life, my Get Bent 3.0. I'm going to put a stop to it. This is the end.
It had to be done, Benji.
This is the end. My only friend, the end of our elaborate lives, the end of everything that stands, the end. No safety or surprise, the end. I'll never look into your eyes again.
So yes, I'm ending Get Bent 3.0 with my 16th episode, my 100th overall. I'm over it. I'm done. No regrets. The worst times of my life gave me some of my best videos, in my opinion. They say great tragedy makes great art. Why don't you take a look at them and you be the judge? If you're bored and have nothing to do, you can watch me fall into the pit of despair and pull myself back out again. It's kind of like a how-to manual. I always try to be a glass half full kind of guy, and so, to the end. And this is some of my best work. So let's take a look back at season 3. You know, the one where I lost my job, various friends and family to death and disownment, my best friend, and very nearly lost my home, my relationship, and my mind.
Take me in, face life.
So yeah, you saw that 3 times this go round. But it's probably the last time you'll ever see it. And it is pretty special. I think so. As much as I'd like to watch it again, I've been moving on to bigger and better things. See, but before I put a bow on this thing, this debacle, and kick it to the curb, there is one more thing that I have to get to. So here goes. I don't even know how to say this. I got a job.
Am I dreaming? I must be dreaming. Someone pinch me. Ah, that hurts so much. It's really happening. Ah!
No, I'm serious. I started a week ago. Right here in my basement, right here. See? I put my resume out to a lot of places in February, and I heard back from a company called Descartes in early March, and I had a phone interview and then an in-person interview, and then the whole world fell apart. So I just automatically assumed that, disappeared and went away. But, on March 19th, they called and asked if I could start on March 30th. And as you saw, I did. I don't even know how to feel about this. I'm so amazed and excited and proud of myself, and finally things are working out for me. But I mean, now of all times. I just don't want to be too proud and boastful, I know a lot of people are just starting out where I was a year ago, right now. And thankfully it's ended for me. It has. And I got a job in the same field, kind of. It's a logistics company. It's the same salary pretty much. And when I go back to the office, when I actually do leave my basement and get out of here and go back into the office, it's around the corner from one of the buildings I used to work at a few years ago in Waterloo. So say hello to Descartes' newest credit and AR specialist. I'm already impressing them. I mean, why else do you think they'd hire me at a time like this? I mean, so I'm going to be busy the next couple of months. That's the primary reason that I'm ending Get Bent 3.0 now on my 100th episode. I have a new job to learn, and like right here. So, I mean, what better place to leave off than the 100th? And so I'd like to thank you for watching any of those 100 episodes that you did. I really do appreciate it. I mean, I won't be far. And I won't be gone long either. I really have obviously a lot of new stories to tell. And I already have the skeleton outline of 2 music videos up here in my head already. So I'd like to think that you'll be waiting for me to come back. And that you'll be, and then when I do, you'll be ready. And eager.
Hello, Benji. I know you, Benji.
And happy to know me.
Cheer up. Look at Ben's face. It's funny, right? Looks like somebody stuck eyes on a ham.
It's probably more like that. But for whatever reason you watch, I want you to keep doing that. I'm glad that you do. I appreciate it. Thank you. And, but I've left you plenty to keep you occupied while I'm away. But for now, I've got to get ready for work tomorrow. Week 2. See you around. Virtually, of course.